Hey there, everybody. Welcome to match 14.
Hi.
Berg,
Hi.
if you're new to Blood Bowl,
I am.
what team should you play?
Orcs. Oh my god, are those orcs?
Those are orcs. You're not supposed to say orcs, you're supposed to say humans.
Oh no, definitely orcs. Orcs are better at everything that humans do.
So, we're playing against orcs today. We're playing, the Bad Sand Snakes, who are being piloted by Gaghskull. Gaghskull? I don't know how to say his
Gaghskull?
name. It's probably something foreign. It's probably not that easy to pronounce.
It's probably some kind of European.
I will, mention very briefly how incredibly boring...
Yes! Oh, Tony, yeah! Oh, my dude!
Second block of the match, Tony is minus armor. I do not think, not even for a single second, do I think about using the Apothecary. Welcome to match 14, Berg. Today we're playing against the Bad Sand Snakes, an orc team.
Oh my
If
god.
you're starting a Blood Bowl team, what team do you play as?
Oh, you play orcs.
You play orcs, because orcs punch people in the fucking face.
And they have a lot of AV9, and there's... Actually, the entire team's like AV9, aren't they? Except the throwers?
Except for the throwers are AV8. This team has shamefully chosen the default name schemes, so there's not going to be any cool, interesting names. It's just kind of the standard orc, like Malfak Hardfist and Gut Rot Long Sharp.
Oh god, Tony is one stat closer to being the full red man.
Tony is dead. He's not going to survive.
No, he's fine. It's just minus AV, he's fine.
Macfak Hardfist is plus strength, and he has tackle.
And strip ball. Really?
This orc team is very well suited for taking out elves. I'm pretty confident in saying that.
Yeah, no, they look, now that I can read, they look a lot scarier.
Yeah, they're a pretty scary team.
Yep.
So I guess we'll begin with the thrower. So he has a lot like our team. He has access to linemen, but because there's so many good orc positionals, he only has 2 linemen. And they're 5'3", 3'9". One of them is the kicker, who also has block and tackle, which is nothing to shake a stick at for punching our elves.
No, that's a good it's a good line orc.
Yep. So I'm gonna go after his blitzer here. They're 6'3", 3'9". This one's plus movement, but he's also mighty blow and frenzy. So what I'm trying to do here, real quick, as we before he can get into the cage, I'm just trying to do the elf thing of like get to the ball before he can cage up, because the quicker I can get there, the better chance I have. The only problem is that Gimgam Throwhard has plus strength. He doesn't have blocker and he doesn't have dodge, because he's chosen to take passing skills like accurate and leader, but he's still strength 4, and that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's at least he doesn't have block. Like, he can minus 2 DBM. I mean, that's the good part, I guess.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, even if I get the 1 DB, like half the time I knock him to the ground. So.
Yeah.
But the problem is to try to stop him from getting there. So that's one plus strength player. He has a blitzer who has strip ball and tackle, which is kind of that's a very good combo, block, strip ball, tackle, plus strength for punching players who just basically going to fetch the ball. That's a very good blitzer for that purpose.
Man, I'm just so proud of Tony.
I actually kind of forgot that happened.
Well, I'm glad you could experience that live with me then.
Or that it happened that early. But, like, I don't think Tony has completed a full 16 turns of Blood Bowl.
I don't think so either, but that's not what he's here for.
Well, he's here to get fired now.
No, he's staying.
He is 5'3", 3'6".
Yeah, he's a great player.
No levels. 5 SPP from an MVP. So, you'll probably notice the mistake I made, which is leaving a Frenzy player next to Rip Guy Who Died, who just got guard, and would be super useful in a game where I need to stand up against orcs.
Yeah, that would be useful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but he's going to more than likely met a cruel fate on the sideline because I stupidly chose to punch that guy right there instead of to the right. There's the troll. We've seen the trolls before. This one has guard, and he also has block, which is incredibly scary on this team. So on this team, with the black orcs who are surrounding the ball now, they're 4 movement only, which orcs are kind of a slow team. That's 4 movement is the slowest unit, but they're all 4 strength. So he has 4 strength players, a strength 5 troll, and 2 plus strength a blitzer, the blitzer and the thrower. So over half of his team, 7 of his 11 players that he's going to start have strength 4 or more, and that's bad.
Yeah, that's also known as the lizard special.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying on orcs because they actually like start with skills.
Yeah, and yeah.
And they have 3 agility, which is pretty good. Oh, he didn't surf him.
Luckily, I didn't get surfed. Unluckily, I got KO'd, which is probably what was going to happen if I got surfed anyway, so...
No, he'll be back.
We'll call that one a wash. Well, yeah, but, I mean, I probably would have gotten KO'd on the surf. Let's just assume I would have gotten KO'd on the surf. So, I'm kind of got pushed back a fair bit, but there's kind of a big hole in the back for me to go get Gimgop throw hard. And if I could go get that ball now, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it'll be too bad. I mean, you can just minus 2 DB or even bring an assist in.
Mm-hmm.
And get the ball.
I would love to make it a 2 DB. Elrond being agility 5. The plan is to blitz with Zanzibar. I'm going to try to get as many assists over as possible. One of the big problems, though, is that to get back there with my players, most of my catchers are over here on the left side, and these linemen on the right are really fast enough to get there. I'm going to need to clear that Goblin Gobbler. Track Fat Goblin Gobbler. That's a mouthful to say. I'm going to need to clear him with Suicide Tank. The problem is that I can't really get an assist over there without using one of my Agility 5 players that I would like to go be on the ball. So, I'm going to probably have to throw the 1 DB, and then from there...
I'm sure you'll make it work. You'll be fine.
Well, I just need at least one push, and then I can clear paths for people to Agility 5 their way in, and make it work. So, and then from there, I can punch the ball. I can just punch the ball, and then probably knock it free, and then probably pick it up, and then from there we'll just have to sort of figure out what happens. So we're gonna go for the 1 DB first.
That was good. Yes.
Yeah.
I like this.
Sometimes you roll once.
Most people do.
Well, 1 in 36.
Yeah. Most people. I'm just saying you've found the ones.
Mm-hmm.
This makes me. I'm pretty happy that you found them because you've been hiding them so far.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So thank you for that.
This is doubly bad because now, not only is my grand plan foiled on turn 3 already, he's going to be able to cage up extremely well. I have 4 elves standing next to people. 3 of them are important.
Yep. Oh, you don't need Tina or Elrond.
I would like both of them.
Well, I'm pretty sure Gaghskull would like them both too.
Tina Fey just got Diving Tackle, which probably isn't going to be a big deal in this match. I think we've seen Diving Tackle in action before, but along with Shadowing, so it kind of works with Shadowing, a player who tries to dodge away from Tina Fey, if I choose to basically throw myself at them, I can try to dive at their feet and make it a -2 to that dodge. So that combined with Shadowing means, and that can be added after the dodge roll is rolled. So I can basically keep following people with Shadowing and then just sort of choose to end their turn when they roll bad enough, if they roll bad enough. Luckily for me, his 2 Black Orcs, who only have block, were not able to knock down my elves, which means they stand upright, which is fantastic.
Yeah, oh, there's another KO, though. Oh, and it's Svenraz, the Mighty.
Yeah, Svenraz the Faux Dwarf.
Oh, I was just reminded that Heiberg exists.
Holding Heiberg and the Dragon on defense, because why do I need throwers on defense, right?
Yeah, there's no way you would ever need to move the ball.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, I don't know. It's fine. You'll be fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
Wow.
Especially Dubskulls.
Wow. That's skulls.
Mm-hmm.
That I actually would have liked it if Tina heard him there.
You think that only would... So, wait, were you rooting for an elf?
No, I was rooting for something to get injured.
Okay, that's
It's
fair.
not that I wanted the elf to be the one to injure somebody, it's that I wanted to see somebody injured.
Mm-hmm.
And skulls are funny.
Yeah, skulls are really funny.
They're just not funny when I roll them.
The problem with people getting injured is that this is orcs, and orcs are very high. They're very high armor value. So I basically walked into this match assuming that I was always going to be playing against 11 orcs. So like my plan is going to be a little more surgical than it may have been in a couple other matches, especially that last match against other elves. So I'm going to try to be a lot smarter about my punches here.
Well, he even has an extra orc too. So even if you do accidentally injure one,
Mm-hmm.
he's just got another one.
Right. So what I'm going to do here is one of the things that I sort of have been implicitly doing. That's a strength 4 player, which is why I moved the loose cannon down to Bliss as well. But I'm going to put Elven Cheerleader farther down the field to be part of the screen, so you can see I'm sort of screening up. But I would like Elven Cheerleader to be farther down, because that frees up Elf on the Shelf to presumably take a hit in the face. Leaves Elven Cheerleader down to possibly catch the ball if something insane happens and I somehow get my hands on that ball. And the rest of the team is just going to do the thing.
It's going to do the thing.
I'm just going to go ahead and build this house. Build this screen.
Well, orcs are good at knocking things down.
They're very good at knocking things down.
And don't they say Daka a lot, too?
I don't know. I don't know the lore.
More Daka?
Sure.
That's all I know about orcs.
We'll say they say that now.
Yeah, I mean, they probably do.
Right. So then Suicide Tank is kind of left floating. I don't really want to try to run around the sideline. So what I'm going to do is actually fall back a square to try to... I basically want to open this thing up a little bit, so... like, if I can keep that tackle guy... Sure, I have a tackle guy in Suicide Tank who has dodge, but I can presumably just kind of run away. And maybe that clears up Suicide Tank a vector to go destroy somebody's face.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Probably not.
But maybe. You never know.
He's going to bring the Mighty Blow Tackler on Tina Fey, coming straight at the middle of my screen, so he is making no... he is totally just, like, bearing it all out. He wants to go right up the middle and punch me right in the middle of my face.
That's manly Blood Bowl.
This is incredibly manly Blood Bowl, considering how many...
I'm a big fan.
He's putting a lot of his players on my cage corners, and look how far that manly Blood Bowl has put him down the pitch.
Yeah.
He's getting dangerously close to my sideline, or
Yeah.
to my end zone.
And it's turn 4. I mean, he can just... Even if you're stopping him 2-3 spaces a turn with the screen,
Yep.
You're going to lose a couple more elves at this rate.
Right. And this is a cage. This is a cage.
Yeah.
It is a porous cage, but also an incredibly tight cage, so the players aren't all right next to each other. But they're pretty damn close.
2 skinks, my boy.
Fortunately, I have a plan.
Do you?
Yeah, that plan involves punching the ball carrier.
I was about to ask, does this plan involve leaping?
Yeah, there's gonna be some leaping, but maybe not the kind you're expecting.
Ooh.
So, unfortunately, it takes a lot of strength to try to get to this guy, especially because he's strength 4. And I want to get those 2 DBs because I want certain things to happen, like this guy being knocked down. I believe Face Mangler is a guard player. No, he's not, but he's still a dangerous player to have up. So,
I like the fuck it YOLO plan, though.
yeah, because all these guys got knocked down, I'm doing the fuck it YOLO plan, which is the 1 DB. I'm leaping over my own wall of elves that I've made here. Like putting all of these elves this close together is pretty dangerous. I click here forgetting that guy has guard. I was like, yeah, I'll get the 1 DB.
Wow.
Doesn't matter, -2, still safe.
Wow.
Ball's on the ground now.
Ugh.
And Suicide Tank can swoop in.
You can try.
Unfortunately, I get what is almost assuredly the worst scatter.
That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. This is fine.
Yeah, well, the ball's on the ground, and that's good enough for now.
Yeah. I mean, all he has to do is pick it up with, like, his Agi 4 players.
Or that player that just got knocked down. That I ran away with. That I ran away from.
Yeah. I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah, but...
he's going to get punches in this turn, though.
That's,
I mean, 2, 3... Yeah, I guess only 3, because that elf's down, but...
Every time L. Ron Hubbard can get punched is a scary prospect for him.
Oh, no, he can hit 4... Well, no! Why first?
So...
What?
Sure hands.
Yeah, that's a 3+ with reroll. What the who does that?
I'm not sure.
He had 4 free blocks to throw.
I do know that I've been given a great gift today.
He had 4 free blocks to throw first.
The only problem is because the way the last turn resolved, all of my players are stuck behind all of his players. Like, you look at this. There's a fucking gauntlet, like right down that middle. There's just a nice line to that ball. It is just completely covered with orcs, though.
I think you should have just leapt Zanzibar in there, grabbed it.
I had the chance to redo that turn, I would have saved Zanzibar and just done the 1 DBs.
Yeah.
I have to use the GFI and Elven Cheerleader, but the plan is to the plan was to, if I got a knockdown, to push that guy onto the ball because of frenzy, of course. I don't want to frenzy up into a 1DB, so I'm gonna push him this way. I again don't get the knockdown, and if I got the knockdown, maybe Elrond could have snuck his way around, tried to pick up that ball in a billion tackle zones, and just skittered away. But
Well, I was gonna say there's only 3 orcs inside that they have it in their TZ now. I mean, you could probably do this.
yeah, well, I probably could have done that. My path, I'm not going through that middle. I'm not.
No, just go through the middle. Be a man.
Like, yeah, I have a path.
You must
to
be
the,
swift as the coursing river.
I have a path to the ball. To be
With all
fair,
the force of a great typhoon.
I technically have a path to the ball. Can we
With all the
just?
strength of a raging fire.
Everyone knows what you're doing. Stop
Mysterious as the dark
Okay.
side of the moon.
We're impressed that you know the song.
I love Mulan.
It's okay.
What do you mean it's okay? It's my favorite Disney movie, dick.
So, Suicide Tank is on the ball. Elven Cheerleader is close. Zanzibar is also pretty close. I'm going to kind of stall him out and kind of play conservative a little bit. I could have ran Elrond around, but because he's going to have to use the Blitz, I hope, to knock Suicide Tank down, I'm going to set up a super loose cage to try to keep him from running down the pitch even farther.
Nah, dude, he's got an Agi 4.
That's true.
I'd just go for it.
You're just going to pick it up in Suicide Tank's tackle zone?
Oh, no, I would just blitz on the shelf off.
Uh-huh. You would blitz him off the shelf?
Yeah, I'm going to blitz that elf right off the damn shelf.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to pick up that ball with my 4 Agi and jump away, giving him the fucking finger like Marshawn. Just grab my nuts, jump into the end zone. That's what's happening.
I don't think he can jump into the end zone from here. He also doesn't have leap, so he's not jumping anywhere. He's just going to kind of trundle into the end zone.
No, what are you doing with the skulls?
Oh, no.
Oh, my orc brother, you're rolling too many ones, friend. Well, at least this turn he took his safe blocks.
Yeah.
They just wound up not being that safe.
They were... No block is a safe block.
Every block is a safe block. Always be blocking.
Always be blocking.
ABB.
That's what they teach you. That's what they teach you in Blood Bowl school.
I mean, that's what I teach myself in Blood Bowl school.
Right.
I'm also terrible at Blood Bowl because I taught myself.
Uh-huh.
So
Gaghskull is also embracing the fucking YOLO life. And I'm going to YOLO him back by stepping on the ball. Unfortunately, Suicide Tank is...
Oh, no!
Out. Suicide Tank is out. And look at this fucker!
What's this Black Orc doing?
Look at this fucker!
He's confused. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what just happened.
The spiked football, I'm assuming, and I'm going to make this canon, he wasn't paying attention to the play, and the spiked football just kind of bounced off of Suicide Tank as he swooned to the ground. And now he's just going to ball carrier blitz. And so it's stuck to his back. This Black Orc has no clue that this ball's stuck to him, and he's just kind of running down the...
I was gonna say, like, he must have just, like, been yawning, and it just flew into his mouth.
Right. Yeah, that happens. That happens.
Yeah, no, I mean, it happens all the time. It's a very common occurrence.
Now that a Movement 4 player has the ball, I think I just need to stall.
Yeah, but he's a powerful man.
He's a powerful man. This is a powerful cage. I don't think I stand a chance.
No, I think it's not looking... I don't know. I think you'll be able to stop him from scoring?
Maybe.
But it's...
I have lost a couple players.
Only 4?
Only 4, he says.
Well, I mean, 2 of them are KO'd. 3 of them are KO'd. You'll be fine.
Well, I'll be fine long term. The problem is that I need those players to stop him.
No, you don't. You have the second half, and you're getting the ball. It's fine.
I don't want him to score right now, though.
No, it's
Listen
fine.
to my words, Berg.
You want your opponents to score. It makes the game more suspenseful.
No.
It's more suspenseful for the fans.
I let my opponent score last time by being stupid. Do you not remember? I made a montage.
No, I totally forgot. I mean, I'm just so used to you doing stupid shit, it just doesn't even stick out in my mind.
We'll watch that.
Okay. I'm just gonna watch you fouling a person on accident again. I'm just gonna set that as my screensaver.
Right.
Just that looping, just a gif of that forever.
Okay. I'm choosing again to the double purpose of Elven Cheerleader being able to help clear for Zanzibar to move down the pitch like this. But also Elven Cheerleader is kind of the foe. Like, maybe he lets the ball hit the ground somehow behind this wall of strength 4 people that are very deep in my half of the field, and maybe I find a way to flip it over to him and laugh my way to the end zone.
I'm actually amazed that you found a way to get this good of a screen off.
Sometimes a broken clock is right twice a
Right,
day.
twice a day?
Yeah. In this case, a bad elf player is sometimes in the right place 2 times in one match. It's only 2 though, so that was the first one.
Yeah, I guess.
Hopefully I don't blow the second one before it's too important.
I hope he just fucking punches on the shelf into a different galaxy.
So, again, Gaghskull wants to go right up the middle.
Yes! Dude, I respect the shit out of Gaghskull this game. He's playing real Blood Bowl.
Another elf bites the dust.
Dun, 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 dun.
And, like...
No! What's he doing?
The misclicks.
It just worked!
No, that's a agility 3 dodge into a tackle zone. If that fails, maybe I have a chance.
I hope a chance.
But the misclick is unfortunately too real. And now, that's actually a fantastic position for that player, to be fair.
Some of my greatest plays in Blood Bowl have been misclicks.
Some of my worst plays in Blood Bowl have been misclicks.
Like when I accidentally dodged a Tomb Guardian into a cage, into 3 TZs.
You never accidentally dodge a Tomb Guardian into a cage. That is
Nope.
that is an unconscious move that you knowingly have done.
You know, I accidentally just walked into the side of a cage.
Right.
It was fantastic.
So now, because I was able to keep that, and I was counting squares a couple turns ago to figure out where to set up my screen, because that Black Orc is, and I'm not going to be able to punch this Black Orc, but the point is that he didn't use his full movement, so that Black Orc can't score. I believe Gimgob can score, and I believe that Gutrot guy can actually score, and I believe the Face Mangler, Rick Hick, can score. So those are kind of the guys that I'm keying in on.
Well, what you should do is just pass turn.
Uh-huh. Oh, just
give
hit the
him
button?
false confidence. Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea. So I'm gonna do some sneaky stuff. Burn my last reroll, kind of stupidly, but whatever. I just like leaping over people to do blitzes. I'm leaping past the same guy that I'm trying to punch to do the blitz, to knock his ball carrier back one more square just in case. And then the plan is just going to be to set up the screen and
just so he's one space further away from still not being able to score.
Again, like Gutrot, Rick Hick. I believe Gimgob can still score on 5 movement.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he can.
Yep. So it's going to be Zanzibar is going to be sidestepping, trying to work double time, and then and then Tina Fey and actually, I'm just going to go ahead and dodge the Elven Cheerleader through tackle zones to get here.
That's fine.
It's fine.
No, he has a pretty clear path to score here, though.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, all he has to do is hit Zanzibar out, and if he has to knock Zanzibar down.
I forgot about a player who has plus movement. It's Gaghskull.
Oh, I actually was just thinking of a different play. Yeah, okay, his is way better.
I completely didn't even... that guy did not register.
He didn't even exist.
So Gaghskull face smash without having to roll GFIs.
Just casually runs past the elves.
When I was looking at this team before we started playing, I was like, why would you put plus movement on a blitzer? Who cares about 7 movement? When is that ever going to be a thing? Right now.
What?
It's a thing right now.
Movement on blitzers is incredible for orcs.
But it's...
Oh my god, they're all still out!
And then they're all still out. Luckily, it's turn 8, so I'll get another chance at halftime to get some elves back. But now...
I'm crossing every appendage of my body, hoping they all stay out again.
And I would really like some elves, because... the 1 turn. I think this is going to be the time for me to do it.
Good luck.
So, because this is all 2 pluses... Oh, and the dragon has strong arm. Oh no, the dragon does not have strong arm. Hey, Berg has strong arm. But the dragon's the one making the pass. So that's a 2+ and a 2+. That's
hey, Berg is a legend.
Not a big deal. So, I think I have enough players to do it, and I think I set it up right in my head. But of course, the very first thing I do is the wrong thing.
Yep.
In order to get Elrond there at 8 movement, I need a player on the line of scrimmage to make a punch, because I'm using my blitz now. So initially the plan was I had Elven Cheerleader where 2 Skinks was, and I had 2 Skinks where the Elven Cheerleader was. So my plan was to blitz with the Elven Cheerleader, and then I was like, hey, why am I doing that? Why don't I just put the Elven Cheerleader over here on the line and move 2 Skinks back, still blitz with 2 Skinks, and then I just kind of forgot that part. But I actually had exactly enough people to make all of my chain pushes happen, and I kind of realized at this point, I was like, wait a minute. I'm supposed to have a player over there.
Yeah.
Who is supposed to be punching. So I just kind of abandon it. I throw the 3 DP. I get all pushes, because why not?
That's fine. The triple push is it's a high level play.
Exactly. They never expect the triple push, and then we're gonna just sort of run over here. Heiberg is going to ignore the troll and just kind of punch this guy in the face, and we'll call that a good half.
I'll call it a good half. I don't think
We'll call that a half. Well, I get the ball. I get the double.
nice. And Heiberg knocks himself over.
Good job, everybody. A+ job.
A+ half.
So that's the first half, and we'll see you guys for the second one.
Bye.